The harvest is plentiful, but the workers are few. Ask the Lord of the harvest, therefore, to send out workers into his harvest field. God is answering this prayer. Gospel for Asia supports more than 13,500 native missionaries who travel throughout Asia, sharing the gospel with those who don't know Jesus. We've been able to send out these native missionaries because tens of thousands of believers have chosen to simplify their lives and be personally involved in the Great Commission. By God's grace, we are seeing an average of 10 churches and fellowships planted every day on the Indian subcontinent. Not long ago, most of these people bow before idols and false gods, believing that appeasing the angry spirits was the pathway to peace. But now they worship the one true God who loves them. Each believer has had to count the cost in coming to know Christ. Many have been driven out of their homes for following Jesus, and yet their joy in knowing the Lord is easy to see. They have willingly given up everything to follow Jesus. Many of the churches in Asia are experiencing rapid growth despite persecution and other difficulties. They are finding that God is always faithful and He will never leave them nor forsake them. I tell you the truth, this poor widow has put more into the treasury than all of the others. They all gave out of their wealth, but she, out of her poverty, put in everything, all she had to live on. Because of their sacrificial giving, churches like this one soon become self-supporting. The offering taken this morning will help support the church, as well as be used to help send out more missionaries to share the gospel with those who have never before heard the good news that Jesus Christ came to die for their sins. The scene of this church service is repeated thousands of times all over the Indian subcontinent. But there are still millions who have never been to a church service, never heard the gospel, never even heard the name of Jesus. Will you help support a dedicated native missionary so that there will be churches like this everywhere in Asia? Imagine the joy of standing before the throne of God and seeing many believers who came to know Christ because of your prayers and support of a native missionary. Your life can make an eternal difference in the lives of millions in Asia. For just $30 a month, you can help send a native missionary who will go and plant a church, often among people who otherwise would have no chance to hear the gospel. Would you prayerfully consider sponsoring a native missionary today?